विधि प्रथम वर्ष के विद्यार्थियों, जैसा कि आपको विदित है कि हिंदू विवाह अधिनियम 1955 के अंतर्गत विवाह की वैधता एक हिंदू पक्षकारों के बीच विवाह के जो प्रकृति है, उसकी आवश्यक शर्तें हैं, इन तमाम चीज़ों पर हमने अब तक प्रकाश डाला। आज हमारा टॉपिक है नलिटी ऑफ मैरिज। नलिटी ऑफ मैरिज का तात्पर्य है we have to study wide and wideable marriages under section 11 and 12 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. First question come before us, meaning of wide marriages. So if Hindu spouses fulfill all the requirement and terms and conditions which have been prescribed under section 5 and 7 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955, then marriage to be treated valid marriage. But if any condition violated by the Hindu parties which have been prescribed under section 11 and 12, then marriage to be called void marriage and voidable marriages. First of all, section 11 related to void marriage. So what do you mean by void marriage? First of all, marriage under the act is, as seen above, voluntary union of one man with one woman to the exclusion of all others. Section 5 of the Act has also laid down 6 essential conditions. So, what are 6 essential conditions? If we want to marry according to law, definitely we shall have to follow 6 essential conditions of a valid marriage. Section 11 lays down that if any marriage is solemnized under the Act has come into force in contravention of 3 of these 6 conditions, it means 3 of these 6 conditions are very important to decide nature of marriage. Marriage is voidable or not, then we have to analyze of these three three conditions out of 6 conditions. If such marriage would be null and void and may be so declared by a degree of nullity passed by the court on a petition presented by either party to such a marriage against the other party. So if these grounds are available, then victim party may file a suit against the defaulter person to declare nullity of the marriage. Nullity means void marriage. So what are 3 conditions which are following? Neither party should have a spouse living at the time of marriage. It is very important conditions to decide nature of void marriage. According to section 11, if one of them party is defaulter and violate these conditions, then definitely second marriage to be treated void. It is very clear. Neither party should have a spouse living. It means living person should not be existing at the time of marriage. If other living person spouse is available in existence, then second marriage to be treated void. Second condition, the parties should not be within the degree of prohibited relationship. So according to Hindu Marriage Act 1955, an ancient Hindu marriage is also defined. Hindu marriage is sacrament, not a contract. Therefore, definitely we have to follow some religious ceremony which are required. We have to follow some rituals traditional activities, which is also very important for Hindu community. Therefore, it is expressed that parties should not be within the degree of prohibited relationship unless the custom or assess governing each of them permits such a marriage. Whenever case before court, court will assess that parties should not come within the degrees of prohibited relationship. If they come under the degree of prohibited relationship, definitely marriage to be treated white. But if custom permits them and they marry within the degrees of prohibited relationship, definitely marriage to be valid. But in general, according to Hindu Marriage Act 1955, if parties comes within the degrees of prohibited relationship, definitely marriage to be treated white. Third condition is related to parties should not be subpoenas of each others unless the custom or assess governing each of them permits such a marriage. What are subpoenas? We already discussed on this matter. If parties related to each other's subpoenas relationship, within the subpoenas relationship, definitely marriage to be treated white. If customs and custom permits them to marry each others within the subpoenas relation, definitely marriage to be treated valid. The non-fulfillment of any of these three conditions renders a marriage void ab initio. It is very clear. If party do not fulfill of any of these three conditions, then definitely marriage to be void ab initio. Null and void from its very inceptions, and either party to such marriage can obtain a degree of nullity from the court. This is also matrimonial remedies. However, it is to be noted that neither party is under any obligations to obtain such a declaration, which is more for purposes of precautions and record. Under the general law, the children of a marriage which is void ab initio are illegitimate. So during the void marriage, if children taking birth, so definitely to be treated illegitimate and are not entitled to any of the rights conferred by the law on a legitimate child. It is very clear meaning of void marriage. Thank you.